Diesel is dead, not because governments banned it, not because electric cars took over, and not because Tesla changed the world. Diesel died because Toyota spent the last 25 years quietly building something better. While German automakers doubled down on turbo diesels, while Europe built its entire highway economy around compression ignition engines, and while the automotive industry treated hybrids like a temporary gimmick for environmental activists, Toyota kept refining one car, the Prius, a car that was mocked for being slow, mocked for being ugly, mocked for being boring. A car enthusiasts laughed at for almost 2 decades, and now, in 2026, that same car is starting to look like the single smartest engineering decision of the modern automotive era. Because the Prius didn't just survive the collapse of diesel, it replaced it. And the terrifying part for the rest of the industry is that Toyota may have finished building the post-diesel future years before anyone realized what they were doing. To understand why this matters, you first have to understand what diesel actually was. For over 100 years, diesel engines dominated the global transportation industry for one reason: efficiency. Nothing else came close. A diesel-powered Mercedes could cross entire countries on a single tank. BMW built luxury diesel sedans that delivered sports car torque with highway fuel economy gasoline engines could only dream of. Europe became completely addicted to diesel. Taxi fleets ran on diesel. Long-distance commuters ran on diesel. Commercial transport depended on diesel. For decades, diesel was untouchable. Then 2015 happened. Volkswagen got caught cheating emissions tests on a global scale, and suddenly the entire illusion collapsed overnight. Diesel engines were efficient, but they were also producing catastrophic levels of NOx pollution. Cities across Europe started banning diesel vehicles entirely. Paris, London, Madrid, Amsterdam, one after another, governments began turning against the very engine Europe had spent decades building its economy around. And that created a massive problem nobody wanted to admit out loud. Because despite all the EV hype, nothing actually replaced diesel. Electric cars were expensive, charging infrastructure was incomplete, cold weather destroyed range, battery supply chains became geopolitical nightmares, and gasoline engines still couldn't match diesel efficiency during real-world long-distance driving. The entire industry was stuck. Mercedes pivoted toward EVs and quietly slowed down. Volkswagen restructured itself around batteries. BMW scrambled to keep combustion relevant. And while all of that chaos was happening, Toyota stayed almost completely calm. Because Toyota never believed the future belonged entirely to EVs, they believed the future belonged to efficiency. And that distinction changes everything. Now here's the part most people completely missed. Toyota never treated the Prius like an experiment. They treated it like a long-term replacement strategy for traditional combustion itself. That sounds obvious now, but 15 years ago, hybrids were considered compromises. Too slow, too complicated, too weak, too expensive. Car enthusiasts hated them. German executives openly mocked them. The automotive media dismissed the Prius as an appliance for people who didn't care about driving. Meanwhile, Toyota kept refining hybrid technology with almost obsessive consistency, year after year, generation after generation, quietly improving efficiency, quietly improving reliability, quietly reducing complexity. And eventually, something happened the rest of the industry didn't expect. Toyota hybrids became so efficient that they started solving the exact same problems diesel engines used to solve. Without diesel's weaknesses, that is the moment the entire industry should have started panicking. Because the modern Prius is no longer the slow eco-car people remember from the early 2000s. Toyota's latest hybrid system paired with the dynamic force engine architecture achieves thermal efficiency numbers that would have sounded impossible a decade ago. The gasoline engine operates at extraordinarily high combustion efficiency. The electric motor eliminates waste during stop-and-go traffic. Regenerative braking recovers energy normal combustion cars simply throw away, and the result is something that quietly shattered one of the oldest assumptions in automotive engineering: that efficiency requires sacrifice. The new Prius delivers fuel economy numbers that rival many diesel vehicles in real-world driving conditions. Without diesel particulate filters, without turbo lag, without expensive DEF systems, without NOx emissions scandals, without the reliability nightmares modern diesel owners have dealt with for years. And suddenly, an uncomfortable question started spreading across the industry. If hybrids can now deliver diesel-like efficiency with gasoline simplicity and electric smoothness, what exactly is diesel still for? That question is now becoming a billion-dollar problem for Europe's legacy automakers. Because Toyota didn't just build a successful hybrid, they may have accidentally built the perfect post-diesel vehicle, while the rest of the industry was still trying to save diesel itself. And here comes the part that makes this even more dangerous. Toyota hybrids are not niche products anymore. They are everywhere. Taxi fleets, Uber fleets, commuters, families, long-distance drivers. Entire cities are quietly replacing diesel vehicles with hybrids because the economics simply stopped making sense, not because governments forced them to, because Toyota made diesel unnecessary. And unlike EVs, hybrids didn't require society to rebuild infrastructure from scratch. No charging anxiety, no dependency on fast chargers, no waiting 40 minutes on road trips, no massive grid upgrades. The Prius simply integrated itself into the existing world more efficiently than diesel ever could. That may be Toyota's greatest advantage of all, because while the rest of the industry chased disruption, Toyota optimized reality. And reality matters. Most consumers don't want experimental technology. They want something that starts every morning, something reliable, something efficient, something affordable to maintain. And for millions of people around the world, the Prius solved all of those problems simultaneously, which is exactly why this story matters far more than most people realize. Because this is not just about one hybrid car, this is about a Japanese automaker quietly outlasting almost every major prediction made about the future of transportation over the last 20 years. The industry said hybrids were temporary. Toyota kept building them. The industry said EVs would instantly replace combustion. Toyota ignored the noise. The industry said diesel would remain unbeatable for efficiency. Toyota solved the problem another way. And now the same companies that mocked the Prius are desperately trying to catch up to the technology strategy they laughed at for 2 decades. That should terrify them, because Toyota achieved something almost nobody else in the automotive industry managed to do. They made efficiency scalable, not futuristic, not experimental, not dependent on perfect infrastructure. Scalable. And once a technology becomes scalable, the market eventually bends around it. Now, to be fair, hybrids are not perfect. They still rely on gasoline, they still use batteries, and they are not full zero-emission vehicles. But that is also exactly why they became so strategically powerful. Because while other companies were trying to build the perfect future overnight, Toyota built something that works almost everywhere right now. And in the real world, practicality usually wins. Which brings us to the final conclusion. Tesla changed how people think about electric cars, but Toyota may have changed the reality of everyday transportation far more profoundly than anyone wants to admit. Because while the world obsessed over EV revolutions, Toyota quietly spent 25 years building the vehicle that would replace diesel. Not with hype, not with impossible promises, not with flashy technology demos. Just relentless engineering refinement. And by the time the rest of the automotive industry realized what Toyota had actually done, it was already too late. Diesel is dead. And the car that killed it was the Prius.